The Roy Rogers Show, starring Roy Rogers, King of the Cowboys, Trigger, his Golden Palomino, and Dale Evans, Queen of the West, with Pat Brady, his comical sidekick, and Roy's wonder dog, Bullet.
Hi, Roy. Hi, Wally. Little city with a great big smile. Your hometown. Stop over for life.
Hi, Pat.
Oh, hi, Roy.
You in the real estate business?
Hey, what do you think would best advertise this town? Something simple like, where you strike pay dirt, or something poetical like, where the mountains kiss the desert.
Since when have you become a big booster of Mineral City?
Since the Civic Committee offered $100 for the best slogan. Want a cup of coffee, Roy?
Sure do.
You know, and speaking of that money, I've as good as got it in my hot little hand right now. There he is! Don't move. Missed him. But I'll get you, ding-dong, your hide.
Isn't Junior a little old to be playing with a slingshot?
Yes, he is, but that's a fly, a big buzzer. Pat has a private feud with it.
Hi, Sheriff. Hi, Wally. Hey, Roy. I was on my way to the office to phone you. Somebody up and killed old Sidewinder Jones.
Why should anyone kill him?
For his gold.
His gold?
Where would he get any gold?
From a mine he was working on the sly. It's all right here in his diary. There it is. He had about $10,000 worth of dust in his cabin. He wouldn't put it in the bank for fear of starting a gold rush.
Well, I'm going up and have a look at his cabin. I'll see you later, Dale. Come on, Bullet. Oh, excuse me.
Pardon me, Dale. I got something I got to attend to. Hey, fellas. Hear the news? Sidewinder Jones was plugged.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if you'd mind showing some of my sketches in your cafe.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't think I have the place to display them well.
Oh, I was hoping I might be able to sell them.
Let's take a look at them. Say, did you do this? Why, they're good. They're really good.
Do you think so?
Well, of course I do. What's your name?
Lanny, ma'am. Lanny Gaines.
You leave these here with me. I'll find a place to show them.
Gosh, you're the first one who's even looked at them.
Oh, my roast, it's burning. You come back in a couple of weeks. I might be able to sell some of these for you.
Thanks. Thanks an awful lot.
I got a theory about this shooting, which is that Sidewinder Jones was done in by an Indian. Now, we all know that the old geezer went around selling snakeskins, don't we? Stand back, son. Likewise, we know that Indians use these snakeskins for charms and amulets. Well, it's just as plain as the nose on my face that Sidewinder must have had an argument with an Indian over the price of one of these skins. Whereupon, this Indian gets so all-fired mad that he just ups and does Sidewinder in. Don't crowd me, son. Give me a little elbow room. Then this Indian skedaddles with all the gold dust that Sidewinder had catched away.
Where, Pat?
Who?
Hold it a minute. Now, why didn't I think of that before? Think of what, Gil? The gold, stupid.
You've got it in your saddlebag.
Sure, Nick. But if that old butt can dig 10 grand out of a hole in the hill alone, how much could the three of us dig?
Now, hold on, Gil. Digging's hard work. Yeah. We were planning on knocking off the Mineral City Bank.
We can get to that later, Corey. But from now on, as of this minute, we're miners. Come on, let's get out of here.
I guess this is where old Sidewinder hid his gold.
He must have got suspicious and wanted to make sure the dust was safe.
And they caught him hide it and killed him.
If me and Ed hadn't been riding by and decided to stop in, we never would have found him. Say, you don't think it could have been Gil Wiley and his two cousins, Nick and Corey Lawson? They've been seen around here.
I don't know. It could have been.
Well, anyway, I think I'll do a little checking on my own.
Sheriff, you might see if old Sidewinder had any relatives. That gold mine could be valuable.
All right.
Looks like we're too late.
We're not late. The sheriff's been here. That means he won't come back. Corey, you take a look in that shack while Nick and I hunt around for that mine. We'll meet you back here. Where'd he come from?
Must have belonged to Sidewinder.
Well, shut him up.
You see that? The dog's smart.
Yeah, I wish he was smart enough to tell us where that gold mine is. Find anything, Nick?
Yeah, the mine tunnel's hid back there.
Okay, let's go and pick up Corey. What's keeping Corey?
Well, bullets, you let him get by you. Hey, what are you trying to show me? Roy Rogers is on our trail. Good work, Phyllis. Well, you found old Sidewinder's mine. Yes, I know those outlaws were here, but now we have to trail them.
Sheriff, I was aiming at a fly.
A fly, huh? I'll fly you. You ever do a thing like that to me again, I'll put you in jail for 30 days.
Sheriff. Where's Roy?
Hasn't he shown up yet?
Oh, no.
He's probably chasing that Indian that plugged old Sidewinder.
Indian, my grandmother. It was a Wiley gang. I don't want Roy meeting up with that gang alone.
Sheriff, wait. I'll change clothes and be right with you.
Okay, Dale.
Hold it. Let's get down off these nags before they fold up under us.
Yeah. Look, are we going to let that fella Rogers stampede us?
Yep, he's one guy I don't want to tangle with. Staying out of trouble is just as important as being able to meet it.
Hey, hold it. It's only a kid. Yeah, but he's old enough to identify us.
Don't be so eager. Where there's a kid, there's a house. And where there's a house, that means we can hold up till we get Rogers off our necks. So let's go into our surveying act. Now, on that first ridge, we'll have to go to the right. But on the following one over the ridge, we'll go to the left. Well, that shouldn't be more than a 3% grade. Get down off of there. What are you doing, kid? Spying on us?
I wasn't spying. This is my pa's ranch.
Oh, that's different. Well, I guess we'll have to tell him, boys.
Yeah. Tell me what?
Well, we're surveying for the railroad that's going through here.
The railroad?
Don't breathe it to a soul. If folks knew that a railroad was coming through here, they'd be up here and buy the property just to get rich.
Yeah, they'd get in fights, maybe kill each other. Sure, it'd be worse than a gold rush.
Which reminds me, you don't know of a place we could bunk down until we're through with the surveying job, do you? We'd pay, of course.
Pay?
Well, we've got an extra room, if pa's willing.
He'll be willing.
We'll ask him politely. So, Sonny, if you lead the way, we'll follow you.
Me and Lanny came out here about 6 months ago for my health, and well, we sort of figured to find folks friendly and neighborly. Not a soul has ridden by here to even say hello or offer a helping hand to a sick old man, that squirt of a boy. You know, it's awful lonesome sitting around here alone with nobody to talk to.
We like it lonesome.
Say, you draw real good, Sonny. Can you draw pictures of houses and buildings?
Sure, they're easy.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you $2 if you draw me a picture of the Mineral City Bank. You got talent, and it ought to be encouraged. Besides, I'd like to show that building to the folks back home so we can have one just like it.
Oh, Lanny'd be glad to draw it for you.
Sure.
Be sure and draw the front, back, sides, and put in all the doors and windows.
I will. I'll be real careful.
Good boy.
Nellie Bell.
Oh, Pat. Great.
Nellie Bell, you're keeping me from concentrating on my slogan. Oh, Dale, what do you think of this? Mineral City, tomorrow's gold mine. The little city with a big future. Heart of the West. Doesn't that just drip with sentiment? How's that strike you, Dale?
Well, it strikes me that now we're here, I ought to go over and call on Lanny Gaines. After all, he is a neighbor, and I should have called before this. I won't be long.
Try some of my slogans on them. See how they cotton to them.
Lanny! Mr. Gaines!
Too bad Rogers run us off of that sidewinder's claim. We might have gotten rich and been able to retire.
Still, knocking over banks is a lot easier than using a shovel.
Yeah, and we'll get that Mineral City Bank on our way out.
Well, they're not hiding out in town, that's for sure.
I guess I'll have to go back and try to pick up their trail.
I'll check with the roadblocks and the Border Patrol, but don't you try tagging them with that gang yourself. If you run into them, you hightail it right back here.
I'll water trigger before I leave. Hey, you drawing a picture of the bank?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you take it over and sell it to Jim Dawes? He's the president. Tell him Roy Rogers sent you.
Roy Rogers? Gosh.
What's your name?
Lanny, sir. Lanny Gaines.
I'm glad to know you, Lanny. Hey, you didn't happen to see three strangers ride by your place this morning, did you?
No, sir. I didn't.
Well, if you happen to see them, get in touch with me or Sheriff Blodgett. They're wanted for murder.
Murder? Oh, we gotta get out of here. Those fellas ain't surveyors. They're killers.
Are you out of your head?
I'm giving it to you straight. Roy Rogers told me. Hurry, Pop. As soon as I get you safe to town, we'll go to the sheriff.
I don't believe it. Somebody's heard the railroad's coming through here and they're trying to get our property. Why, claiming we're consorting with outlaws, that's all.
But Mr. Rogers gave me their descriptions.
Who is this Mr. Rogers, anyway? Has he ever come through that door to say hello to me or offer to play a game of dominoes with me? No. You're doggone right he hasn't. Now, there he comes. You open your mouth about what you heard this morning, I'll whale you good.
You get the drawing, Sonny?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what'd I tell you? As good as seeing it with your own eyes. Yeah, Sonny, you earned it.
How about another game of dominoes?
Not now. We've got work to do.
Let me know when you're through. I'll have supper ready. Hey, where you going?
I'm going back to town.
Now, listen to me. Those men are paying good money for their board and keep, and I don't aim to lose it over some cock and bull story.
But, Pa...
Shut up now and get on with your work.
Hey, Roy! Roy, did you see Dale go by?
Well, no, why?
Well, she said she was going to visit Lanny Gaines. She hasn't come back to the cafe, and she's been gone a long time, and with the Wiley gang on the loose, I got to worrying.
Lanny Gaines? Well, that's the boy I saw sketching the bank. The bank. And their tracks are heading straight for the Gaines house. Pat, get the sheriff and make it fast. Take Bullet with you.
Come on, Bullet. Come on.
Buttermilk.
Dale.
The Wiley gang in the house. They're going to rob the bank.
Can you stand up?
I think so. I'm all right. But they took my gun.
Here, use one of mine. Now listen, see if you can get Lanny and his father out the front door. Be careful.
Right.
Okay, Sonny, you can rustle us up some grub. We got a job to do in town. See who it is and get rid of him.
Mr. Gaines, will you and Lanny step outside for a moment?
Miss Dale, the Wiley gang, run for it!
Today, how'd she get loose?
What's the matter with you guys? You weak?
All right, drop your gun. What's going on here? Put up that gun. What's the matter with you?
As you were.
I'll settle this. Nobody can come into my house and stick up my desk.
Go, Pop! Roy Rogers!
Yeah.
Oh!
I don't care who it is.
Look out, Bill! Shotgun!
Sorry, Pop.
All right, put that down.
Put it down yourself, you big yahoo. Nice one, Roy. I couldn't have done better myself.
Well, it's certain old Sidewinder didn't have any kin, and there's no record of him registering his claim either.
Well, why not let Mr. Gaines take over the mine?
Roy, that's a wonderful idea.
Providing the money's used to educate Lanny and send him to art school.
Art school? Gosh, to think of learning to paint and draw. Mr. Rogers, I don't know what to say.
Well, me neither. Especially after the way I acted.
Why did you act that way, Mr. Gaines?
Well, I guess it was because I was just so doggone lonesome. You know, ever since we've been here, nobody's paid any attention to us, except those crooks. They weren't bad company.
Weren't bad company, my eye. Phil Gaines, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
No, we're the ones who should be ashamed. They came here as strangers, and we let them stay that way.
Yes, and there's a lesson in that for us. If law-abiding people don't make friends with newcomers, the lawless will.
You're right. From now on, when I see a stranger, I'm going to walk right up to him and say, howdy.
There's your slogan, Pat.
What's that?
There are no strangers in Mineral City.
He's got it.
Yes, sir. And that slogan ought to go for every place in the world.
Yes, and we can start it right here in Mineral City.
And paint it in letters a foot high. Uh-huh.
Oh, Sheriff, you wouldn't.
Oh, yes, I would.
Oh, no.
30 days.
Roy, Dale, do something. Roy, he's ruining my reputation. Hey, Dale, what about petitions? What about Nellie Bell?
Good enough for you.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Happy trails.